Committee meeting for Village of Hoffman Estates for July 3rd, 2017. Can I have a roll call, please?
Chairperson Arnett? Co-chair Mills?
No, I think Stanton.
Sorry. Vice chair. This is you.
It says,
Oh, it's you, Karen.
oh, is it me now?
Yeah.
It used to be you. I'm wrong. Here. Here, I'm reading the wrong
Trustee
one.
Stanton?
I'm here.
Trustee Newell? Present. Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Gata?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
Present.
Okay, we have a quorum. Can I have a motion for the approval of minutes for June 12th, 2017?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, any questions or anything to be added or changed? Okay, all those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. I'd like to go on to new business. Number 1, request approval of an ordinance declaring village property surplus and permitting the sale of personal property owned by the village.
So moved. I'll second.
Any questions? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Number 2, request acceptance of cable TV monthly report.
So moved. I'll second.
Any questions? Okay, seeing no, all those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Number 3, request acceptance of human resources management monthly report.
So moved. I'll second.
Okay, any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Number 4, request acceptance of legislative operations and outreach monthly report. And if I can have a motion for a deferral?
So moved. I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. President's report?
Wait for the board meeting, madam.
There's nothing in other. Items in review, nothing. Can I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved. I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
I would like to call to order the Transportation Road Improvement Committee meeting for July 3rd, 2017. Would you please call the roll?
Chairperson Mills?
Present.
Vice chair Stanton?
Present.
Trustee Arnett?
Present.
Trustee Newell?
Present.
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Gata?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
Present.
Thank you. Look for a motion to approve the minutes of June 12th, 2017.
So moved. I'll second.
Any questions, comments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. New business this evening, number 1, request approval of the following 2 agreements with Cook County for the Central Road Bicycle Path Project. A, letter of intent, and B, intergovernmental agreement.
So moved. I'll second.
Staff, did you have anything you wish to report on this?
It's the standard boilerplate intergovernmental agreement from the county on any project we do with them. The major significance of this is the bike path portion of it.
Right. Now, I saw on the map, it shows a future link from what's called, it was from Central to the crossing. Is that something that we have to do in the future? I mean, is that we will be doing, or is that more county?
That's something that we would be doing in the future. There are issues with where that might be based upon the park and ride and
Okay.
based upon some conditions in the field. We're not sure exactly how that connection will be made yet.
Okay. Any other questions up here? All right, we got a motion on the floor. All those, and that was for A and B, I assume?
Yes, ma'am.
All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Number 2, request acceptance of Transportation Division monthly report.
So moved. I'll second.
Anything to highlight on that? Now's your chance.
Everybody seems to be making good progress on the, we've heard end of August with the fourth rank deal.
Really?
That'd be good.
That is going to be a surprise to see it that soon, but,
You should have said September.
This is what the tollway is telling us.
I know,
very
in the report it says that too, so.
What about the completion of the bridge itself?
I'm not aware of the completion date for that. It should be this year.
We'll see. Okay.
There we go. All right, thank you. Any other questions up here for the report? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. President's report.
I'll wait for the board meeting, Madam Chair.
Yeah, I see nothing else to come before this committee this evening. I will look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. We are adjourned. Thank you.
I'd like to call to order the Planning, Building, and Zoning Committee for the Village of Hoffman Estates on this July 3rd, 2017. May we have a roll call?
Chairperson Stanton?
Present.
Vice Chair Arnett?
Present.
Trustee Mills?
Present.
Trustee Newell?
Present.
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Stanton? I'm sorry. Trustee Gata? Making sure you guys are awake.
Yeah.
Mayor McLeod?
Present.
Looking for approval of the minutes of June 12th, 2017.
I started
moved.
something.
Second.
Yeah.
So moved.
Anybody, I think we already had that, didn't we?
Okay.
Anybody notice any corrections or deletions? All right, hearing and seeing none, all those in favor of those minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. We also need approval of the minutes of June 19th, 2017.
So moved.
I'll second.
Thank you. Anybody notice any corrections or deletions need to be made in that? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any-
Abstain.
Thank you for the abstention. That'll leave us with new business. We have 3 items. Request acceptance of the Department of Development Services monthly report for Planning Division.
So moved.
I'll second.
Thank you. Anything to add, Pete?
This time.
Thank you. All those in favor of the motion and second, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. 2 is request acceptance to the Department of Development Services monthly report for Code Enforcement Division.
So
So
moved.
moved.
I'll second.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Yes, Trustee Palafis.
I mentioned to Mr. Norris today about a group of residents over off of Brigantine that approached me about some code issues at one of the residents. They plan on coming to one of our meetings, so I just wanted to bring it up here. Even though I know, Pete, you have it and you're going to follow up, I just wanted to bring that up. I can give you the neighbor phone number as well. I captured that during the complaint. Okay. I'd be happy to, connect you with them and whatnot. But that was all, really.
Peter, in between the time he told me and the meeting, Peter checked the inspection scheduled under the rental housing for the coming week, and there's actually inspection of the house in question this Thursday.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
we'll know a lot more after that.
Yes. Maybe that'll diffuse the desire to come here on the 17th, so. yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, ideally. Good luck. Thank
We're trying.
So.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. 3rd is request acceptance of the Department of Development Services monthly report for economic development and tourism.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any questions on that? Pete, anything to add?
Nothing.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion and second, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. President's report.
I'll wait for the board meeting, Mr. Chair.
Kind of thought you'd say that.
Yeah, you're right.
And we have nothing in other or items in review, so I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, and we are adjourned.
Ready to go? Okay, I'd like to call to order the first meeting of the month of July. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Stanton?
Present.
Trustee Gata?
Present.
Trustee Arnett?
Present.
Trustee Mills?
Present.
Trustee Newell?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
President, can everybody please rise? Trustee Palafis, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the
flag
Thank you, Trustee Palafis.
You're welcome, sir.
Move on to item number 3, in recognition of the audience. This is a time if someone has a question or concern for an item that is not on the village board agenda. Now would be the time to come forward. Going once, twice, 3 times, we'll move on. Chair will accept a motion to approve the minutes of the June 19th, 2017 meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
There's a motion to second. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
One abstention.
Note the abstention. Opposed? Motion carried. Move on to 5, consent agenda. Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion and second, the consent agenda consists of A, approval of the agenda, B, approval of the scheduled bills for July 3rd, 2017, amounting to $3,328,929.16, and C, request board approval of an ordinance creating a master sign plan under section 9-3-8-M-13 of the zoning code for properties located at 600 through 750 North Salem Drive. There's a motion and a second. Are there any questions on these items? Seeing none, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to 6A, President's Report. We have some proclamations, Madam Clerk.
Yes, I think I have the first one. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas exemplary public service employment is of vital importance in assuring provision of services directed toward the health, welfare, and safety of the citizens of any community. And whereas the police department has upon its roster an individual who should be commended for assisting said department and faithfully serving the citizens of this community. And whereas length of service coupled with continued training and positive attitude toward assigned job tasks makes a profile of this dedicated employee. And whereas the Village of Hoffman Estates, on behalf of its citizens, desires to acknowledge the indebtedness and gratitude for 30 years of dedication, proficiency in the aforementioned department. Be it therefore resolved that William D. McLeod, acting under and by virtue of authority vested in him by the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the laws of the Village of Hoffman Estates, hereby proclaim Monday, July 10th, 2017, is Michael A. Ritchie Day in the Village of Hoffman Estates, and urge all employees and citizens of the village to join us in expressing gratitude and appreciation to this employee who may have assisted them in outstanding service.
Chair will accept the motion.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. We appreciate the great job that Mike's done for us for 30 years. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it, motion carried. Mike, can you come on up and bring your family up?
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, Mike. Come on, Mike, we gotta get a picture. You want to introduce everybody? Yeah, anybody here to take pictures?
My parents, Ron and Jay Rossi, my lovely wife Laura, son Angela, daughter Lessa. Thank you.
Dan's gonna take a picture if you guys can stay up here. Dan has many talents. No, you got, no. He's gonna take a picture, yeah. Yeah.
Photography is added to this.
Get in.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Don't go far, Dan. We're gonna need you a couple more. Okay, who's next?
I have the next one. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas parks and recreation programs are an integral part of communities throughout this country, including the Village of Hoffman Estates, and whereas our parks and recreation are vitally important to establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all citizens, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of a community and region, and whereas parks and recreation programs build healthy, active communities that aid in the prevention of chronic disease, provide therapeutic recreation services for those who are mentally or physically disabled, and also improve the mental and emotional health of all citizens, and whereas Parks and Recreation programs increase a community's economic prosperity through increased property values, expansion of the local tax base, increased tourism, the attraction and retention of businesses, and crime reduction, and whereas parks and natural recreation areas improve water quality, product groundwater, prevent flooding, improve the quality of air we breathe, provide vegetative buffers to development, and produce habitat for wildlife, and whereas our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty of our community and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature. Be it therefore resolved that William D. McLeod, acting under and by virtue of the authority vested in him by the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the laws of this Village of Hoffman Estates, hereby proclaim July 2017 as National Parks and Recreation Month in the Village of Hoffman Estates, and hereby encourage all citizens, business leaders, and representatives of government agencies, school and public and private institutions in the Village of Hoffman Estates to frequent the abundant forest preserve areas and Hoffman Estates Park District's facilities and promote awareness of the benefits of using and enjoying our natural resources.
Chair will accept a motion.
So moved.
We're very fortunate to have such an outstanding park district here in Hoffman Estates. We appreciate all that they do and all they contribute. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have a motion carried. Mike Keys, the Director of Recreation, is here to accept this. Michael, come on up.
Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Dan, can you take another picture?
He's up.
Are you too tall?
Yeah.
Split the trustees. Did you want to go up and say a few things about the Park District? Is that microphone on, Dan? What's going on? Okay. Sure.
Can you hear me? All right.
Can hear you now.
Just wanted to thank you to the board, also the staff of the Village of Hoffman Estates. We, as a Hoffman Estates Park District, just really value the relationship that we have with the board, with the staff, with the community, and we're honored and privileged to receive this award, and it is what we call the NRPA, which is National Parks and Recreation Association. Month of July is Parks and Recreation Month, so we're very honored and privileged to have this opportunity to be here today. As far as the Hoffman Estates Park District, we are one of 3 park districts in the state of Illinois that are a gold medal park district, a nationally accredited park district, and an Illinois Distinguished Agency of Park District, and we're very proud of that. So we just want to say thank you again, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the parks. Thank you.
Very good.
Next, I believe we have a presentation from the Fire Department. Lieutenant Richter, are you handling this? Chief Fortunato, yes.
Lieutenant Richter is going to introduce Ms. Keller and give a little background.
Hi, Cheryl Keller's been a resident of the village for the past 31 years. She recently retired in June. She's been working at Northwest Community Hospital for the past 34 years. Of that, she's been the CPR coordinator. She served as national faculty for the American Heart Association. She served as chairman of the Illinois Emergency Cardiovascular Care Committee also. She's been responsible for all our department's basic life support instructor renewals every 2 years, as well as the police department's instructors too. As well as providing our instructors the American Heart Association's instructor updates and she She did that, and then she also answered many of my phone calls over the years with the
I
updates.
just have one quick question he'd tell me.
And it would last a little more. But she reviewed and filed paperwork from every class our department taught since we became affiliated with Northwest Community Hospital 20 years ago. Last year, her training center was responsible for training over 11,000 people in basic life support, advanced cardiac life support, as well as pediatric advanced life support. And it's considered one of the best in the state. I've not only had the privilege of working with Cheryl through the fire department, but I've also worked for her for the past 15 years at Northwest Community Hospital.
Cheryl, on behalf of Fire Chief Jorian and the Village of Hoffman Estates, I'd like to present to you Fire Chief's Appreciation Award, presented this third day of July 2017. In recognition of your contributions to the Hoffman Estates Fire Department, the Northwest Community Hospital EMS system, and the surrounding communities for your dedication in educating and coordinating directly and indirectly the instruction of CPR to thousands of EMS personnel, citizens and members of the business community as well, and for your willingness to go above and beyond in this basic and yet very important emergency maneuver, and that this leads to many lives being saved. Good luck in your retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will the family come on up too? Come on up. Thanks, Cheryl. What a distinguished career. Thank you. Good job.
Absolutely, absolutely come through here. Thank you for supporting me.
One of them too.
But I'll take it.
Can we get another picture, Dan? Why don't you give me, you didn't dare too, Chief.
And thanks for the support.
Ready, we have a few phones. All right.
Thank you. That's a great career of service. We thank you very much. Do have one commission appointment to make, Mandar Kulkarni to the Emerging Technology Commission. We interviewed him this evening.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Well, we haven't met in a while, so we'll go through some of the things that have been going on. On Tuesday, June 20th, we were at the Tripon Center, the heart of Hoffman Estates, filming there. And they went through everything that's going on there at the Tripon Center in the Park District. And then later that evening, we had the ribbon cutting over there at the Tripon Center for the newly redone over 50 area. Wednesday, 21st, attended the Legislative Committee of the Northwest Municipal Conference and the ice cream social and bingo the Commission for Senior Citizens had. And they had really good ice cream. I think it was some Dairy Queen. It was excellent.
It was.
And on Saturday, the 24th, I want to thank the trustees for going to Nico Soriano's Eagle Scout of Honor ceremony. I was not able to attend. And on the 26th of June, Trustee Palafis was quite a sensation at the Palatine Township meeting when we presented an award to one of our service members from Hoffman Estates. I got a overwhelming letter from the clerk of Palatine Township saying what a great job you did. So thank you very much. June 27th, Joni and I attended the Clearbrook Volunteer Appreciation Dinner at Avalon Banquets. And on the 28th, we had Wine Wednesday at Garcillo's, the old Tiamo on Golf Road, newly remodeled. It looks great. And of course, this past weekend, we are in the midst of the 4th of July festival. And on Saturday, the first day, I was able to attend my granddaughter Viola's first birthday party celebration in DeKalb. That was a great event. And later that afternoon, I did attend the block party in Concord Cove. That was a few hours later than the rest of you, because I was out in DeKalb
That's right.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to the parade tomorrow. It'll be 9 o'clock here on Hassel Road, and this evening, in addition to making the one appointment and the one interview, we celebrate Trustee Mills' birthday. Her birthday is actually on July 8th, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
Look forward to many, many, many more. And at this point, we'll move on to trustee comments. Let's start with Trustee Arnett.
Thank you. June 21st, I did attend the Northwest Municipal Dinner, which was my first one. It was very nice, very interesting. Sunday, June 25th, did the CAC Walk, which is just an all-around great event. Saturday, July 1st, also attended the Northwest Festival. Also went back, June 28th, I did attend the Wine Wednesday. And then yesterday, the 2nd, I also attended the Northwest Fest and also attended Karen Mills' birthday dinner tonight.
You know how to travel. With all the big events. Thanks for all your volunteer work you've done throughout many years, Karen. In addition
Thank
to
you.
serving as a trustee. Trustee Stanton.
I gotta say, Karen, that you did more than attend
Yeah,
the
you worked
Northwest
it.
Fest. You worked it 2 days in a row for a lot of hours. On the 20th of June, I attended the Hoffman Estates Park Board ribbon cutting ceremony at the Trip-On Center. 21st of June, I attended the ice cream social here and the bingo event that was sponsored by our Commission for Senior Citizens, and once again, they did a wonderful job. The ice cream was delicious. It was Dairy Queen. We had sauces and other drippings that you could put on the ice cream as well. And I guess a lot.
Getting hungry?
That evening, I was able to attend the Northwest Municipal Conference Annual Gala Dinner. And then on the 24th of June, I attended the Nico Soriano's Eagle Scout Court of Honor ceremony. Also on the 24th of June, I was able to attend the Hoffman Estates Park District All-Star Baseball game. I did also get to throw out a first pitch. I was there with Karen Mills. I did a terrible job. I threw it over the plate.
Say that.
But I was supposed to throw it to a gentleman who was on first base, side of the plate. So I totally missed him.
Yeah, but you got it over the plate.
I did get it over the
That's all that
plate.
matters. You did better than I would have done.
On July 1st, I was able to attend the block party at 811 Concord Cove with Trustee Newell and Clerk Romanoff. And on the 2nd, I was able to watch the fireworks from on top of the Sears Center with some of us here. And then happy birthday, Karen.
And
that's
speaking
it.
of happy birthday, Trustee Mills.
There's too many Karens up here now.
Never have too many Karens.
First of all, thank you for all the wishes tonight for my birthday. It is Saturday, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with our family, but happy to be here tonight with all of you. Not too much this past few weeks, was also at the Senior Ice Cream Social on the 21st. And as Trustee Stanton said, I accompanied him to the All-Star Baseball game, and you did good. You tried. Park District guy was a little better than, I'm not going to say anything. He threw it right to the glove. And helped out with the 4th of July Commission this weekend. I want to send thanks to the entire commission and our various employees who've been helping out. They did a great job over the weekend, as always, and the weather did cooperate, which was good. And that's all I have for tonight. And happy 4th of July to everybody, too, tomorrow.
Yes. Looking forward to the parade and the fireworks,
Yes.
as Trustee Stanton mentioned, were outstanding. Trustee Palafis.
Thank you, sir. I have a few things. As you had mentioned on Monday, June 26th, I had the pleasure of presenting a proclamation to Tammy and Mario Favela. They're a Blue Star family, which is a family that has a child serving in the military. And she's a Navy Air crewman on much bigger ships, but I was a Marine Corps Air crewman, so I dropped the voice and got into the bigger Marine style and had a little fun with it. Apparently, they sent you letters and pictures and everything. So I was competing against two other mayors, so I had to ham it up a little bit. But it was really great to honor her and the family, and our proclamations and plaques just are awesome, comparatively even to others. So not to brag. But it was big and, shiny, and they loved it. So that was a great time. Thanks for letting me go do that. Also want to wish Trustee Mills a very happy birthday. I always throw it out there. If you're going to have a party, let me know. I'll be there. Nobody ever takes me up on it. It's okay. The 4th of July fireworks last night were fantastic. Wrapped around a few different sets of Seventh Heaven music. I had to do some voice therapy just to be able to talk tonight. So all the singing, that was fun. This morning I attended the Special Needs Carnival that the Disability Commission hosted for many of our disabled and special needs residents. Many thanks to Dan and Audra and the commission for all of their planning. Because you're not talking just one commission now, you're talking two, and you got the carnival people, and it was early for them, and some of those guys, were looking pretty rough. But it was fun. The kids all had a great time, and the residents. And we had probably somewhere between 150 and 200 people. Some of the Sillas showed up with buses, of the group homes and stuff, so that was pretty great. Also, congratulations to Mike and the Park District. Ann and I miss you. Yeah, it's where we came from. So if you ever need us back, we can make a cameo. But a great job in all you do. I love the parks, especially my lake, Lake Charlemagne. I'm very partial to. Also this Thursday evening, be sure to attend the summer concerts on the Green. We have a group called the Blues Brothers, and it's BLOOZE. Almost like Booze Brothers, but with an O. So they'll be performing, and they're a pretty popular group in the area, so we should have a good crowd if the weather cooperates. That's all for me.
Thank you. Trustee Newell.
Okay, some of it's going to be kind of repetitive, but here goes. The 20th was the Trepon Center ribbon cutting, which was well attended by a lot of people. On the 22nd, and by the way, it looks really amazing in there. On the 22nd, the Village Green, which was Petra's Recession, which was a really good outcome as far as people. The 24th, the Eagle Scout for Soriano. The 25th, of course, the CAC Walk, which we did, and was good weather for it, and a great, walk to raise money for a good advocacy we're lucky to have here in Hoffman. On the 1st of July, stopped by the craft fair and, donated there. Went to the block party the same day on 811 Concord Cove. On the 2nd, did some volunteering for the 4th. Want to wish everyone a happy and safe continued 4th, and as the mayor had mentioned, the parade tomorrow. And thank you to everyone who is making the 4th actually a memorable and a happy one, because so many people work behind the scenes to make it what it is. And last but not least, happy birthday, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Newell. Trustee Gata.
Here we go. We have to start since I wasn't here at that last meeting. But anyways, Friday, June 9th, was at the Flag Day picnic at St. Peter's Lutheran Church. Then on Monday, the 12th, the HECPAA to honor the volunteer ceremony here at Village Hall. Then on Tuesday, the 13th, the neighborhood watch meeting that we had at Winston Knowles, for Winston Knowles at the police department. There was a number of us that was present there. Also on Tuesday, the 20th, the Park Board ribbon cutting ceremony at the Trepon Center. Then Wednesday, the 21st, the ice cream social that was here at the Village Hall. And as it was said, the Dairy Queen was excellent. And of course, the Commission for the Senior Citizens, they always do a good job. Also on the Wednesday, the 21st, a visitation for Michael Stoops at the Marizzo's funeral home. And then also, we all attended the Northwest Municipal Conference annual dinner. So then on Saturday, the 24th, Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Nico Serrano at St. Hubert's Church with trustees Anna Newell and trustee Gary Stanton. Then on Sunday, the 25th, we had the Northern Illinois Food Service Executives Luncheon for past presidents. So they kind of honored us for the past presidents, and I think there was like 9 of us that was at that. In fact, Johanna came with me also. Then on Wednesday, the 28th, Wine Wednesday, and as the mayor said, it was at Garcillo's restaurant, which is the old Tiamo's. And the food is always good there. There's no question. And yes, Mr. Norton, you should be hungry by now listening to all of this. Anyways, the last thing is, on the 30th, they worked at the 4th Fest at the Sears Center, right? And everybody, from the police department, the fire department, all you guys did an excellent, excellent job controlling the crowds that was there. And you're right, the weather held up for all of us. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Move on to 6C, Village Manager's Report.
Yes, sir, just a couple items. First of all, happy birthday to trustee
Oh,
Mills.
yes, happy birthday, Karen.
I'd have to say that the fireworks were maybe the best fireworks that I've ever seen us do. I think this was my 20th Fourth Fest, so they were really spectacular.
Yeah, I would agree with you. My wife also commented on how good they were as well.
And they were perfectly choreographed to the music. They were right on. I mean, it was, sometimes they're a little bit off, and, you know, like, they'll say something like the rockets red glare, and there won't be the red firework, they'll miss, but last night it was perfect, right on. Now moving to a less fun subject, seems that there's been a little progress on the state budget stalemate. Time will tell, but there has been movement. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. 6D, Village Clerk's Report.
My usual, during the month of June, 68 passports were processed and a whopping 218 FOIA requests.
Wow.
FOIAs are crazy. Yeah, that's it. That's all I
Thank you,
got.
Madam Clerk. Move to 6E, Committee Reports, Public Health and Safety, starting with Trustee Gata.
Yes, the Public Health and Safety will call their meeting on July 17th, 2017. We will have a roll call. Approval of the minutes of June 19th, 2017. Under new business, there are all monthly reports. The first one, the Police Department monthly report, Health and Human Services monthly report, Emergency Management Coordinator monthly report, the Fire Department monthly report. We'll have a President's report if there's anything in other items in review, and we will then adjourn.
Thank you. Move on to Finance, Trustee Palafis.
We will call to order to establish quorum, and then we will approve the minutes of June 19th, 2017. We have 6 items under new business. The first is a request by Comcast of Illinois, LLC, for approval of an amendment to lease an existing communications equipment site lease agreement regarding cable TV equipment at 95 Astor Lane. Item number 2 is a request approval of an ordinance authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $10 million general obligation bond, Series 2017, of the Village of Hoffman Estates, Cook and Kane Counties, Illinois, for the purpose of paying the costs of certain capital projects, advance refunding certain outstanding bonds and costs related hereunto and to the issuance of such bonds, authorizing the execution of a bond order in connection therewith, and providing for the levy and collection of a direct annual tax for the payment of the principal and interest of said bonds. Item number 3 is a request authorization to award a contract for a replacement licensed band microwave high-speed wireless system for the Village of Hoffman Estates to Entree Solutions, Illinois, Bloomington, Illinois, in a total amount not to exceed $198,645.75. 4, 5, and 6 are a request acceptance of the Finance Department monthly report for April and May, the Information Systems Department monthly report, and the acceptance of the Sears Center monthly report. President's report, if need be, anything other that needs to be brought to the committee. Items in review, we have none, and then we'll adjourn.
Thank you. Trustee Newell, Public Works and Utilities.
Okay, immediately following Finance, we will have the Public Work and Utility Committee to meet. We'll have a roll call, and we'll have the approval of minutes from June 19, 2017. Under new business, we're going to have 5 items. Item number 1 is request authorization for the village to participate in the Northwest Municipal Conference, the NWMC Suburban Purchasing Cooperative, the SPC, for 1-year contract with Gas Depot of Morton Grove, Illinois, for joint purchase of diesel fuel and gasoline. Item number 2 is request authorization to award contract for the 2017 janitorial maintenance services. The RFP was due 6/30/17. Item number 3, request authorization to award contract for Phase 2 valve assessment program. The RFP is due 7/7/17. Item number 4 is request acceptance of the public Department of Public Works Monthly Report. Item number 5 is request acceptance of the Department of Development Services Monthly Engineering Report of the Transportation and Engineering Division. And if there will be anything to add under President's Report, nothing under other, no items in review, and we will adjourn.
Thank you, Trustee Newell. We'll move on to 7, Planning and Zoning Commission Report. Chairperson Combs. We got a busy night here.
Planning and Zoning Commission recommended for approval a request by Mark and Tammy Kwiatkowski for a 15-foot corner side yard setback variation from Section 9-3-3-C-2 to allow a 6-foot-high solid fence to be 0 feet from the western property line instead of the minimum required 15 feet at 645 Northview Lane, 7 A's, 1 nay, 3 absent.
Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion to second. Any discussion on this item? See no discussion, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Planning and Zoning Commission recommended for approval a request by 2590 West Gulf LLC owner to consider a special use under Section 9-5-11-G-3 of the Municipal Code to permit an automobile service station on the property located at 2590 West Gulf Road with one condition, 8 A's, 3 absent.
Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion to second. Are any questions on this item? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
No.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Planning and Zoning Commission recommended for approval a request by 2590 West Gulf LLC owner to consider preliminary and final site plan amendment for a site redevelopment for Ricky Rockets Gas Station located at 2590 West Gulf Road with 7 conditions, 8 A's, 3 absent.
Chair would accept a motion.
So moved. I'll second.
Motion to second. Any discussion on this one? Seeing none, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Planning and Zoning Commission recommended for approval a request by 2590 West Gulf LLC owner for a master sign plan for the property located at 2590 West Gulf Road, 8 A's, 3 absent.
Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
There's a motion to second. Any questions on this item? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Petitioner requested for reconsideration by the trustees, a request by Gulf Car Wash, Inc., owner and Route 21 Auto Wash and Detail Contract Purchaser / applicant for a special use under Section 9-8-2-C-9 to permit a car wash on the property located at 105 East Gulf Road with one condition.
Okay, this was before the board previously, and the prevailing side was a denial. So if there's a request for reconsideration, one of the people on the prevailing side, which was a denial, needs to make a motion. Anyone can second it after that. Who are the eligible? Trustee Mills.
I was on that, one of those. I will make a motion for reconsideration.
Is there a
I'll second.
second? There's a motion, a second for
Oh, wait a
reconsideration.
minute, I can't second.
Yeah, you can.
Anybody can
I
second.
can? Okay.
Trustee Mills.
If this does get approved, I see that they've made some changes to the plan. Can we request this go to PB&Z for review, or does it have to go back to Plan Commission?
Director Gugliotta and I talked about it. The changes that they made were minor, would be like what we would call a minor site plan amendment if it came in after approval. That could go to PB&Z, since the Planning and Zoning Commission approved the plan anyway. It is the board's choice where they prefer
Okay.
to go back to, but PB&Z would be as appropriate as, in our opinion, as the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Would you like to set up a special PB&Z next week?
Yeah, I would rather see, if this gets approved.
Right.
For reconsideration. Because I think one of the main things where there were some concerns with the plan itself.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does get approved, I would like to see it for the board to have a chance to at least review that plan.
Okay. There's a motion, a second for reconsideration. Would sending it back to PB&Z be part of the motion?
Probably we should do the first motion.
Okay.
Then I'll make the second one, if it goes through.
Okay. There is a motion, a second. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
No.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee, where am I? Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell? No. Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried, the reconsideration carried. Trustee Mills,
I'll
would you
make
like
a
to
motion that the petitioner present the plan at a special PB&Z committee meeting to be
17th.
determined. It's 17th, okay. All right, I'll make that motion.
There's a motion to set
I'll
a
second.
special PBZ. There's a motion to second. Now, this would be before the board meeting?
Oh, we'd have committees that night anyway, won't we?
We would, it would be committees that night and be before the board meeting, yes,
so
sir.
it could, if it was approved, it could
Yeah.
It could
be
go
taken
on the
care of
board
that
meeting,
night.
yes.
Okay.
Depending on the plans.
Ready?
Right.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on this? Seeing none, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Should we then defer the other items until after that point?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes.
but the plat item, which is item F, needs to be deferred straight to the board meeting.
Okay.
And then items G and H would be, since they were voted down, they actually need to go through a reconsideration and be remanded
Oh,
also.
we actually voted? I didn't
You
think we
voted on
voted,
those.
though. Okay.
Yeah, we voted on everything.
Except for the plat.
Yeah, I knew we
Because the
deferred
plat
one.
wasn't
Wasn't
signed.
ready, yes.
Right.
Okay.
So F needs to be deferred to the 17th board meeting.
I'll make a motion to defer F to the 17th board meeting.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have a motion carried. And G and H, is there a motion to,
Why would we need to reconsider? There was only one nay vote.
no, that was a plan commission.
Oh,
We voted no.
that's right, okay. All right, I'll make the
Plan
motion.
commission probably remembers that, too.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to reconsider G and H. Can we do them both at one? Or
Yeah,
separate?
There's no reason you
together,
can't.
yeah.
Okay.
There's a motion for reconsideration.
Second.
Is there
Second.
there's a motion to second? Any discussion on this? Motion for reconsideration. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
No.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
No.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Does the petitioner understand what's happening? These items will all go to the Special Planning, Building, and Zoning Committee meeting next Monday, the 17th.
2 Mondays.
2 Mondays, rather. 2 Mondays. That's
I probably should make a motion then that G and H, do we need to have that at the
Yes.
special?
Yes.
All right, I'll make a motion to send items G and items H to a special PB&Z on 7/17.
I'll second.
Motion to second. Any discussion on this one? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have a motion carried. Again, that'll be on the 17th rather than next week, and that'll follow the first 3 committee meetings. This special PB&Z will come up, and then there'll be a board meeting after that. So that's where we're at. We'll move on to 8, additional business. We only got a couple items. The chair will accept a motion to request board approval of an ordinance declaring village property surplus and permitting the sale of personal property owned by the village.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions on this one? We talked about this in committee earlier. If there's no questions, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. 8B, request board approval of the following agreements with Cook County for the Central Road Bicycle Path Project. 1, letter of intent. 2, intergovernmental agreement. Again, we considered these in the Transportation Committee meeting earlier. Is there a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion, there's a second. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell? Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Chair will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have a motion carried. We are adjourned.